Does anyone else feel like 2022 was just okay? Like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't the absolute best year of your entire life? Because I'm with you there. For sure, it was a great year. I had so many accomplishments. I graduated college. I renovated an entire RV. And I moved all the way from Wisconsin to Florida. So it was a huge year for me, and I did a lot and I accomplished a lot. But I feel like in a way things were just kind of happening to me and I wasn't experiencing them. It's just a weird feeling to have because so much stuff happened, but it also feels like nothing happened at all. And I am determined to change that in 2023. So very quickly, this is not going to be an extensive part of the video, but I do want to go over my goals for last year to see which ones I hit. So last year I had a guiding word. That was my first year I've ever done that. And the word was dream because I wanted the year to feel like a dream. And it kind of did based on what I just said about how it felt like things were just flying by and it wasn't real, but it was real at the same time. So in that sense, it did feel like a dream. I had so many moments where I couldn't believe that this was my life. So I would say that I accomplished that. I had a goal to reach 1,000 subs. That didn't happen. My growth was very slow this year. I'm at 6, so I'm closer than I was at the beginning of this year, but I'm still not there. Build a clear vision of my brand. That was a goal for last year, and I would say I did that pretty well. That was more just something I had to do in my head. Renovate RV. Of course, that was completed. I did all that. Downsize material possessions. That was kind of a freebie for me because I had to do that when I moved in the RV. And then graduate college. That was also a bit of a freebie goal because I was going to do that. But there was a time in like March and April where I didn't actually think that I was going to graduate, which was not fun considering I was supposed to graduate 2 months later, but I did and we got it done. Those were my goals for last year and I hit all of them except for one. Very proud of myself there. Let's move on to my goals for 2023 and what I want out of this coming year. So personally, I like to use Notion to plan out my entire year. I use it for more than just a yearly planner. I have like my YouTube content calendar on there and different little things, bunch of different pages. Here is my 2023 yearly planner that has been started and we're going to kind of fill out and go through for the video today. So I really liked having a guiding word for last year. It was kind of a word and an affirmation that I thought of all the time. It was on my home screen and my vision board. So I chose one for this year as well. And my guiding word for 2023 is intentional. And then I have the definition written here, which intentional means done on purpose or deliberate. Again, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I felt like this year just kind of happened in a blur and I would much rather have been more present in the experiences that I was having this year. And so I think with the word intentional, it really reminds me to do things just not for the sake of doing them, but grounding myself in a way so that I can have better memories and look back on 2023 with such a good feeling. So that is my word, intentional. And then the affirmation I chose for this year is my life is a movie and I am the main character. Some people may think that main character energy is a bit overdone or overused. And it can be in a sense. When I say that my life is a movie and I'm the main character, I'm not just saying everything has to be aesthetic, everything has to be perfect, and I'm living this essentially picture-perfect lifestyle and projecting it all out onto the internet. That is what I think a lot of people take that to mean. But for me, big movie person here, hello, I went to school for film. When I think of a movie, I think about a character. They have flaws. They are not perfect. They are well-rounded. That's what makes a well-rounded character, is someone who goes through hardships, goes through things in their life, has emotions, pucks up sometimes, and that to me is a main character. I want to really embrace those moments where I don't feel like the main character, I don't feel like my life is a movie, and really realize that even movie characters, the characters that we idolize, they have flaws and they make mistakes, and that is what we love about them. So that is what I'm trying to embody with the whole main character thing. This all kind of ties into that intentionality that I want for this year, in terms of me thinking that my life is a movie and these things that are happening to me are just building up that character. I have another affirmation written here as well that says, I shine my light unapologetically and encourage others to shine their light too. It's just a great reminder for me that I have something specific to offer the world, and everyone else does too, and we should be building people up, not tearing them down. So I wrote that one in there as well. Alright, time to go over my goals for 2023. These are the things that I have written down. I have 5 of them this year. One tip I have for when people are making goals is to not make a bunch of them. If you go on Pinterest and you search 2023 goals, you will see people who have made huge lists of like every aspect of their life. I want to wake up at 7 a.m. and drink 7 ounces of water every hour, or I need to take 1 hour walks every day, and they do that type of list for every single aspect of their life. And that might work for them, but personally, I think that's way too much. That puts so much pressure on you to do all these things all at once, especially at the beginning of the year, and it's not sustainable. They're not going to keep that schedule. They are going to burn out in a week, maybe 2 tops. So it's just not sustainable for me, and I really recommend when you are coming up with goals for a year or even a month, choose like 3. I chose 5, and I have things in my head that I want to happen this year, but they're little things that if they don't get done, it's not the end of the world. These aren't the end of the world either, but these are the things that I really want to focus and hone in on and get done by the end of the year. My first goal for 2023 is to visit 25 of the 50 states. This will be my first year traveling full-time in my RV, and I'm so excited to explore new places. I love being in Florida, and I'm actually in Georgia right now, and I love it here too. But the reason I moved into an RV is so I could travel all the states and see which ones I liked the best before I settle down anywhere. So since I don't know exactly how long I'm going to be doing this for, I figured half the states was good so that I didn't have to try to do all of them in one year. So my main goal for finances this year is to have $10,000 in my savings account by the end of the year. It's a hefty goal, and I know that I can do it. We're using positive language here. I know that I can do it. It's gonna take discipline for sure. I can make it happen. Goal number 3 for the 3rd year in a row is to reach 1,000 YouTube subscribers. For real this time. I can't force it to happen. I can't force subscribers, and I don't want to. I'd rather have 5 people who are here for me than 5,000 people who don't care about me or who I am as a person. So slow growth to me is better, but it does, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it does feel discouraging sometimes to be constantly uploading and not see any viewers or growth, especially when I want to work for myself so badly. I am so proud of myself for my YouTube consistency this year, because I think I only missed a few uploads back in like April. I think I only missed like 3. Didn't take a break, didn't get burnt out. There were definitely times when I was really struggling with my content and what I wanted to do, and feeling like if what I was doing was worthwhile. I did have those doubts, but not once did I let that stop me, and I'm so proud of myself. Kind of leads into the next goal, which is to post at least once a week on YouTube. I did it this year, so I'm hoping that I can do it again in 2023. And then my final goal for 2023 is to make routines that focus on my mental and physical health. This goes back to my guiding word of being intentional. I want to really listen to my body this year and know, like, when I you know, I'm trying to drink more water, I'm trying to get more activity in my day, I still do think it's important to listen to your body and know what it needs. So that's kind of more where the make routines comes in. So like maybe it's reading books every once in a while or getting off my phone more often. Little things like that that can help with my mental health but aren't like lose 10 pounds right now kind of a goal. You know what I mean? Those are all my goals for the year. Very exciting ones. I know that I am able to hit all of these, and I will be very interested to see at the end of the year if I actually do. So now that you know my goals for the year, comment one of your 2023 goals down below so that I can help you along with them and you guys can share them in the comments with each other. Kind of start a conversation down below because I love to talk to you guys. So the last thing that I want to do is make my vision board with you. So if you haven't made yours yet, you can sit down, you know, kind of do this step by step with me. Mine's going to be a time lapse. I'm not going to show you like the entire thing of me making it, but I will give some tips on how to make a good vision board for yourself. Starting out with the vision board, my go-to is always Pinterest. All the time. I love Pinterest. We know this. I have Pinterest videos on my channel and they have blown up, so I know that you guys like Pinterest as well. I started a board that I put all of my pictures in so that they're able to be found on my Pinterest. Then I download them and make them into wallpapers. So I've gone through already and found all the pictures that I wanted for 2023. And I have 14 of them, which is more than I had last year, but there are good ones that will kind of collage pretty well together. So I'm going to get into making this and then I will show you my tips. So my first tip for making a good vision board is to take time and find pictures that are perfect for you. Even down to the very tiny little details of the picture. Like I said, I use Pinterest, but what I do is I upload my own pictures that I've taken to Pinterest and I put them in the board. That is like the easiest way to make sure a picture caters to your goals and what you want to do. You want it to be something that you can look at and identify with, right? It needs to be a picture that you can see yourself taking. So whether that be pictures that you took yourself or even just finding someone with the same skin tone as you in the picture, those tiny details really make it so that when you look at this vision board, you can completely see yourself where you want to be. And then my second tip is to put this vision board everywhere. I am saying everywhere, everywhere that you spend time, in your house, on your phone as your background, as your laptop. If you're on your laptop all the time, make it your wallpaper. Just make it so that you see this vision board all the time, because that's what makes them work. My background on my laptop right now is actually the vision board that I made last year, so I'm going to be making it that, and then I'm going to make a phone version as well, so I can make it my phone, the lock screen, that's what it's called. I'm going to make one so it can be a lock screen as well. Okay, so here is my vision board for the year. I think it turned out really nice. I like that I made all the text kind of match. It's all like the same color. And I think it turned out honestly better than the one I did last year. I really like how it looks. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really hope you got your goals set for 2023. Maybe you made a vision board. If you did, I really hope you did. Let's hold each other accountable to stick to our goals this year. If you liked this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you got to the end here. That means you are a true one. And there might be some other videos on my channel that you would love to see. So go hit subscribe so that you can stick around and watch my older videos as well. I love you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.